Oh, I think it's actually working. Oh, okay. Hi everyone, my name is Aurora. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today's video is going to be a story time about my freshman year of high school. Even now, years later, I still think about what happened and how much it affected me. When I first started high school, I expected it to be like every other school I had attended. I thought I would make friends, attend classes, and learn new things and be treated like every other student. Instead, I felt isolated almost immediately. I struggled to connect with other students, and I often felt ignored by both my classmates and the staff. There were days when it felt like nobody really cared whether I was there or not. One incident stands out more than anything else. I was sitting in class one day when my teacher suddenly started yelling at me. I was completely confused. I don't remember being given an explanation, or I don't remember being told what rule I had broken, other than another staff member telling me I was too distracting. I was wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and all I did was sit down in my desk after arriving in the morning. So all I remember is being screamed at to get out of the classroom and to never come back again. That was it. No explanation, no discussion, and no guidance on where I was supposed to go. I was a freshman and suddenly I was being told to leave. So I did. I walked out of the classroom and found myself wandering around the outside school because nobody had told me where I was supposed to go. Looking back, that's one of the things that still bothers me the most. I was a teenager. If a student is removed from class, shouldn't someone make sure they know where they're supposed to be? Shouldn't someone check on them? Instead, I felt completely abandoned. The next day, things got even stranger. When I returned to school, I wasn't allowed back into my regular classroom anymore. Instead, I was placed in an empty classroom where there wasn't even a teacher in there. I was told that I would no longer be doing the same schoolwork as everyone else because they believed I was too disabled. That shocked me. Before attending that high school, I had gone to other schools and had never been told that I was incapable of doing regular work. I wanted to learn and I wanted to participate and I wanted to do the same assignments as everyone else. But it felt like somebody had already made a decision about what I was capable of without listening to me. Instead of being encouraged to succeed, I felt like I was being pushed aside, as if people had decided what my limits were before I even had a chance to prove myself. Then there was the Chromebook situation. The school had provided me with a Chromebook and I was expected to use it. One day I left it charging in the library at a public charging station. When I came back, it wasn't there. Naturally, I panicked. The next day, I asked the librarian if she had seen it. According to my memory of the situation, she told me that she had given it to another student to use. I couldn't believe it. It wasn't the student's Chromebook. It had been assigned to me. What happened after that is still a bit blurry because it was years ago. What I do remember is that eventually there were claims that the Chromebook had scratches on it. As far as I can remember, I don't remember seeing any significant damage before it disappeared. But somehow charges were placed on the device, and those charges didn't just disappear. Years later, my family is still dealing with the financial consequences. That's something that has always been difficult for me to understand. What hurts most when I think back on freshman year isn't just one specific incident, it's the overall feeling, the feeling of not being listened to, the feeling of being excluded, and the feeling of being treated differently. As a teenager, I needed support and guidance and understanding. Instead, I often felt invisible. For a long time, I questioned myself because of those experiences, but now that I'm older, I realize that every student deserves respect and clear communication and a fair opportunity to learn. No student should feel like they don't belong, and no student should be made to feel like their voice doesn't matter. Thank you for listening to my story. If you ever felt excluded or misunderstood or pushed aside in school, feel free to share your experience in the comments.